The Village Virtuoso. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Tekil, there lived a young prodigy named Sam Parker. At just 16, Sam was already known for his inventive mind and sharp intellect. His innovations in robotics and artificial intelligence had earned him accolades and admiration from both peers and professionals. Yet, amid the whirlwind of his academic achievements, Sam cherished his annual visits to his ancestral village, Greenwood, a quaint place nestled in rolling hills and surrounded by lush fields. Greenwood was a stark contrast to the technological world Sam was accustomed to. With its narrow, winding roads, traditional homes, and a close-knit community, the village seemed almost frozen in time. But beneath its serene surface, there were problems that needed solutions. And Sam, eager to make a difference, had a penchant for tackling challenges with a fresh perspective. This summer, Sam arrived in Greenwood with a gleam of anticipation in his eyes. The village was abuzz with the annual fair preparations, but Sam could sense that not everything was as perfect as it seemed. He could see the twinkle of curiosity and hope in the eyes of the villagers as he disembarked from the bus. Little did they know, their lives were about to change in ways they hadn't imagined. One of the first things Sam noticed was the village's struggle with water scarcity. Every day, villagers would trek to the nearby river, balancing heavy buckets on their heads to fetch water. It was a grueling task, particularly for the women and children. "Sam, welcome back." Mrs. Patel, the village matriarch, greeted him with a warm embrace. Her face was etched with lines of concern. "We're grateful to have you here. Our water supply is getting worse. The river is drying up and we're struggling to manage." Sam nodded thoughtfully. He remembered the elaborate water filtration systems he had studied, and an idea began to form in his mind. "Let me take a look at the problem," he said. That afternoon, Sam walked to the river with Mr. Kumar, the village chief. As they reached the riverbank, Sam examined the shallow, trickling water. "It's not just about the river drying up," he said. "It's also about inefficient usage and a lack of proper storage." Sam proposed a plan to build a rainwater harvesting system. He explained it in simple terms. "We can create a system to collect and store rainwater from rooftops and use it to supplement our water supply. We'll also set up a filtration system to make the water safe to drink." With Mr. Kumar's support, Sam gathered a team of villagers. They worked tirelessly, setting up large collection tanks and piping systems to channel rainwater from rooftops. They installed simple yet effective filters made from sand, charcoal, and gravel to purify the water. By the end of the week, the village had a functional rainwater harvesting system. The villagers marveled at the sight of the clean, stored water and were grateful to Sam for alleviating their water woes. The next issue Sam encountered was the village's reliance on traditional, inefficient energy sources. The village relied on kerosene lamps, which were not only costly but also posed a fire hazard. The village school struggled to provide adequate lighting for students to study after dark. Sam discussed the problem with Mr. Patel, the school principal. "We need a sustainable and safe energy source for the village and the school," he said. "Have you considered solar energy?" Mr. Patel looked intrigued but uncertain. "We've heard about solar panels, but they seem expensive and complicated." Sam was determined to prove otherwise. He had recently learned about affordable solar panel kits and simple battery storage systems. "Let me show you how it works," he said. With the help of a few volunteers, Sam installed a small solar panel system at the school. He used easily accessible materials and demonstrated how sunlight could be converted into electricity. The villagers were amazed to see LED lights illuminating the school without the need for kerosene. Sam's solar panel project was a resounding success. The village school now had a reliable and safe source of light, and the villagers began to see the benefits of solar energy. Sam's initiative also inspired them to consider installing solar panels in their homes. As summer progressed, Sam noticed that the village's farmers were struggling with their crops. They faced issues with pests, poor soil quality, and inefficient irrigation. The villagers' primary crops, wheat and vegetables, were failing to yield satisfactory results. Sam approached Ramesh, a local farmer. "I've been observing your farming methods," he said. "Have you thought about using some modern techniques to improve your yields?" Ramesh was skeptical but open to ideas. Sam suggested a plan that included using organic pesticides, improving soil health with compost, and setting up a drip irrigation system to conserve water. Sam organized a workshop to teach the farmers about these techniques. He demonstrated how to create compost from kitchen waste and how to use natural predators to control pests. He also showed them how to set up a simple drip irrigation system using affordable materials. The results were impressive. Within weeks, the crops began to flourish. The farmers were thrilled to see their fields becoming more productive and their hard work finally paying off. The village was filled with newfound hope and enthusiasm for modern farming practices. The final challenge Sam noticed was the lack of educational resources and opportunities for the village children. The local school had outdated textbooks and limited access to learning materials. Sam knew that education was crucial for the village's future. He spoke with Mrs. Patel about setting up a small library and a computer lab. With a few resources and some basic technology, we can provide the children with more learning opportunities, he suggested. Sam reached out to his network in Techville and arranged for donations of books, computers, and educational software. He also enlisted the help of a few friends who were teachers to volunteer their time for online tutoring sessions. When the new library and computer lab were set up, the children's eyes sparkled with excitement. They eagerly explored the new books and computer programs. The village school became a hub of learning and creativity, opening doors to knowledge that had previously been out of reach. As Sam's vacation came to an end, the village of Greenwood had transformed in remarkable ways. The rainwater harvesting system had solved the water scarcity issue. The solar panels had provided a reliable energy source. Modern farming techniques had improved crop yields. And the new educational resources had ignited a passion for learning among the children. The villagers gathered to thank Sam for his contributions. Mr. Kumar spoke on behalf of everyone. Sam, you have brought so much light to our village, both literally and figuratively. Your ideas have made a real difference in our lives. Sam smiled, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction. I'm just glad I could help. Greenwood is a special place, and I'm proud to see it thrive. As Sam boarded the bus back to Techville, he looked back at the village with a heart full of gratitude. He knew that his time in Greenwood had not only changed the lives of the villagers, but had also enriched his own understanding of how technology and innovation could be used to solve real-world problems. And so, the village of Greenwood continued to flourish, thanks to the ingenuity of a young boy who had come home for a vacation and left behind a legacy of progress and hope.